Well, here we are. We've got the same little list on the board here of these two items, and we did come up with a term, I think, for each one. These are commonly called fruits, and these are commonly called vegetables. But then we have a little problem. What's a fruit? Why do we call these things fruits? And so several suggestions were proposed. Maybe sweet things grow on a tree. We kind of saw those might have a little problem. And so one of the best candidates, I think, for what a fruit is something that has seeds inside. And so let's think about that a minute. Do all these things have seeds inside? Well, yeah, I think most of them do. I might have a little problem here with bananas. You go to the grocery store to buy bananas. Do they have seeds inside? No, they don't. They sure don't. We'll get back to bananas in a minute. But I've gone to the grocery store and bought seedless oranges and seedless grapes as well. And so what about those? If we're going to use these definitions, are we? I guess we won't be able to call those fruits if they have to have seeds inside. Well, let's think about oranges and grapes. Obviously, oranges and grapes usually have seeds, and when they don't, what do you assume? That's the way it normally happened, or is that maybe a people trick? Yeah, I think they do something to those poor oranges and grapes. And so we won't count that against oranges and grapes. If we're going to go with this definition, I think we can, consider normal oranges and grapes that haven't been tricked, and not worry about the ones that don't have seeds. Bananas we'll get back to in a minute, but let's think about something else. I've got this little poster here, which I'll try to hold up to where you can see it all right. And what we have on this poster, you can see down at the lower right, I guess, is an apple. Been cut open. It has seeds inside. But what's on the apple tree before there's an apple? Well, it's an apple blossom, a little flower. And at some point, the petals fall off the flower, and something inside the flower gets bulgy, gets bigger, bigger, and then you have the apple on the apple tree. So the apple replaces a flower, or develops from a flower, you might say. And so maybe we could add this to our definition of fruit, tighten it up, make it a little tighter, and say a fruit comes from a flower. It comes from a flower. All right, and so apples come from a flower. What about cherries? Are there blossoms on the cherry tree before there's cherries? There sure are. What about bananas? Do bananas make flowers? I don't think they're very pretty, but they sure do. Here in Oklahoma City, you can go down to the Myriad Gardens, and there's a big glass tube there, very big glass tube, Crystal Bridge, I believe it's called. And they've got one or two big old banana trees in there. And if you walk along the upper catwalk at the right time, you will see some banana flowers. And if you come back a while later, you'll see bananas. So bananas have flowers, and so do the rest of these. There's flowers on the tree or whatever before the fruit appears. And so they come from a flower, and they have seeds inside. What about bananas, though? Let's think about them. You go to the grocery store and buy some bananas. You don't have to spit them out. You don't have to avoid them. They ain't there. And so is this the way bananas really are? If we use this definition, we're not going to be able to count bananas as fruit? Or is this another people trick? Well, I think it is a people trick. Some time ago, I'm not sure how long, somebody figured out how to take two different varieties of bananas and cross them and make a hybrid that still make the banana, but it's non-fertile. It doesn't produce seeds. So another people trick. And so what I have read, and I believe everything I read, of course, is that out in the jungle, someplace, I think it's that direction from here, the jungle, bananas do have seeds. And so I guess the monkeys either swallow the seeds or spit them out or something. So if we count normal bananas and count normal oranges and grapes and so forth, and we're agreeable today. I mean, we're going to be agreeable on the first day of class, right? We're going to agree to this definition for now. A fruit is anything that has seeds inside and comes from a flower. Then every single item on this list fits this definition and is a fruit. One thing I guess does not is my little stapler here. As you see, I was a little concerned about this little guy being as hungry as I am, whether it's a fruit or not. But now, pretty sure this guy didn't come from a flower, and I don't think those are seeds inside. So I don't know. I have to get something else for lunch. And so it's now time to consider list number 2. Let's go back to the lesson and read a little bit before we get our maybe next video snippet or something. All right, bye-bye.